Wow, I barely remember what happened. I made myself a drink, and the next thing I know I'm sitting in a life raft drifting slowly towards an island. Thankfully I have a paddle, or I fear I may become dinner for the sharks. Since it's my first plane accident, I guess I should be thankful that I landed close to an island paradise. Who knows? Maybe this will be like my vacation to the Bahamas. Mojitos, here I come.
So, it may not exactly be how I thought. At least, not yet. But I mean, I just got here. Who knew being stranded was so hard? I've managed to gather enough supplies to build a bed and a fire spit. Thank God I read that book in high school, Surviving the Non-Survivable Plane Crash. Fairly ironic, if you ask me. I forget the author, but I remember most of what was written. Mostly little things like gathering coconuts, how to make a bed from sticks, palm fronds, and lashing, making a basic fire pit and fire spit. You know, the basics. I'm surviving, for now. Still no mojitos, but hey, the Bahamas weren't built in a day. Found some potato plants. I can't live off of them, but once I make some better tools and get some meat, I will be able to have a nice dinner. Mmm. Tuna steak, garlic mashed potatoes with cheese, and some broccoli on the side. Yes, please. My food stash so far consists of potatoes and coconuts. I can at least see another day with this to eat. I remember from that book how to open coconuts and get the water inside. Also, that after I drink the water, I can eat the insides. Best meal ever? Not. Where's the waiter to take my surf and turf order? Where are the white tablecloths and comfy chairs? Where is my mojito? Ugh! This whole making your own island paradise stuff is for the birds. I saw the most beautiful moon rising tonight. Sitting on my comfortable bed, I was just looking out over my fire at the clear blue water, watching this gorgeous ball of light slowly rise into the sky. I could get used to this, I think. I made it today too! I knew I would. I started the day by taking inventory. My food stash is still only potatoes and coconuts. I need to find something a bit more substantial. I will tell you one thing, that bed I made may not be the most comfortable thing in the world, but it sure kept me off the sand last night. Not even 10 minutes after I finished my inventory, the clouds closed in, the sun was blocked out, and yep, you guessed it, a full-blown thunderstorm. Since I have no roof over my head yet, I had to abandon my campsite and retreat to the trees in the center of the island. I thought having a beautiful, flat beach would be perfect for my camp. I thought wrong, apparently. Having to run out to my fire every few minutes just to keep it going is not a fun time. Thank God I had that lighter in my pocket. I'm sure the smoker that lost it at the airport is very happy for me to have found it. While waiting for the storm to clear, I looked up and saw a palm tree with tons of coconuts. I may not be able to have a satisfying meal, but at least I will have a meal. This island seems full of palm trees and coconuts. Thank God. Just as I was climbing down from a massive palm tree, the rain stopped. Now I can really get started on making my island paradise. But first, a little midday snack. Go on, take a guess what I'm having. Yep, a coconut! You win the grand prize. It's a trip with me to an island in the middle of nowhere. What is survival without a little humor, huh? When I finished my snack, I was able to look at my supplies and remember that survival book saying how to make a spear out of a rock shard, stick, and lashing. Maybe this is the way I can get some fish. I've seen plenty around the island, mostly in the shallow water. I found meat! Not fish, but crabs. I went to the far side of the island with my new spear, and just as I was getting ready to turn back, I saw this crab dart across the sand. I didn't get it at first, or the second try. I will be honest, I didn't get it on my fifth try, but I followed the thing back to the crab hole and found so many that I couldn't miss, no matter where I threw. I have cooked every one that I found and will be having a great meal of crab and potatoes tonight. Night 2, and I am still in love with the view. It may be a small camp. My bed may be out in the middle of the beach. My clothes may smell like a skunk, but let's be honest, who is here for me to impress? I'm happy. Well, not happy, but alive, and that is all that matters. I woke up to a very hazy sunrise. It's hard to even see the other side of the island. It is days like these that I wish I had walls, or even a roof over my head just to lie down and sleep off the fog. I fell a few times while trying to navigate the rocks looking for fish in this fog. I had no serious injuries, just a few scratches. Just as I got back to my camp, the fog lifted and it became a gorgeous day. I had been eyeing that island across from me. No clue how far it is, but it may have more supplies for me. Plus, I feel like I need to stretch my muscles. Climbing around rocks is great, but I need a bit more. I'm going to stay around camp for the rest of the day and nurse these scratches. As I drift into a nap, dreams of what the other island has to offer me start flowing. Maybe it has some more potatoes. Maybe it has some trees I can bring over here. Maybe it has mojitos. That dream of the mojitos was too much for me to handle. So this morning, bright and early, I headed to that new island across the way. I made sure to fill up on food and water before I left so that my backpack could be filled with mojito supplies from the new island. Something tells me this journey will take a bit. This journey is taking a bit longer than I thought it would, honestly. I just hope it is worth it. Who knows what I will find? I've seen so many sharks and stingrays that I'm having ideas of never being in the water again. This reminds me of a documentary I saw years ago, Sharks and Stingrays. They kill people. Need to get that out of my mind and head to the target. You can do this. Just keep paddling. I finally made it to the next island. This place is crazy. I see a ship fairly close to shore. Looks almost like an old fishing ship. I hope it has some good supplies on it. From what I can see, this trip was not wasted. But sadly, no mojitos could be found yet. I went ahead and gathered what I could. There are tons of rocks, lashing in sticks. I sense a roof coming soon. I also dove to the shipwreck. I found some binoculars, an air tank, a torch, a jerry can, and some trusty duct tape. I can make anything now. Now, how am I going to get all this back to my camp? It got dark a whole lot sooner than I expected. Looks like it is time for me to sleep on the new island on my life raft. I will make a push for my island first thing in the morning. I hope there are no crazy animals on this island. I have my trusty new torch, but I fear that will only do so much. I keep waking up hearing strange noises. Sleep is impossible on this island. Sunrise couldn't come fast enough. I paddled hard and fast. I made 3 trips just to get all my newfound treasure back to my camp, but I did it. I saw more sharks than I ever dreamed of and thought about reinforcing the material of my life raft more than once. It's time to relax by the fire for a bit, eat some crab, and survey my island. I couldn't take knowing I had everything I needed to make a small shelter and not do it. So I took my crude hammer and built to my heart's content. Well, not exactly, but I built what I could with what I had. I fear another trip to the island of no sleep for more trees if I want walls, which I really do.